It's Saturday. I'm walking to the clubhouse from Brooklyn. Uh, Stuyvesant Park is the area. I just checked into our house yesterday, the Hack House. It's a Black and Allies. And today I went for a run. Now I'm gonna go to Manhattan, to Clubhouse, to do some work for like 6 hours or 7 hours, and then look at my eyes. Am I tired? Do I look tired? Playing around with this video log, and I'm about to get in the subway right here, and right there. So I haven't recorded a video log. Now I'm walking on this quiet street, so I have a little bit of privacy, even though this is going to be on YouTube. So what am I going to work on? I'm thinking about creating something like an automated, like what's it called? Dollar cost averaging tool, if they don't exist, or do some study and research, read about something, DeFi, Aave, or do the application for the grant. Generally, I'm just like thinking about like launching startups and creating startups. Just do it. Attitude, mindset. Just getting things out there. I'm at the clubhouse. I'm just going to brain dump all my ideas. I'm about to head out back to Brooklyn. I'm just sitting here. It's 10:18. I've been here since 5. Brain dumping. I just had like time today to like reflect, to do like research on like whatever I was interested in. And like just do like random things that I needed to do. And I'm like, so I'm like just like browsing and just like thinking about what I want to build, so like or do with my life, so like or do right now. So like I just made a list of things I could do, and it's just like build a new conradnat.com website with like a Web3 part. That was like what I really wanted to do. And then like I didn't get to it, but anyway, what I did was like, I watched like a bunch of Kevin Kelly TED Talks, and I'm just like gravitating to Kevin Kelly, and I'm just like, this person is probably the greatest technologist thinker that I know, and I need to like study him more and like refresh his concepts, which were to me like seeds of like my reflecting on it. They're like the most important probably writings or thoughts that I have ever encountered. So like I watched his TED Talks about like what technology wants, this idea that like nature is an extension of technology is an extension of nature. Technology is an extension of nature. And we are continuing it. How it's a new seventh branch of life, as a type of living organism, just so like bacteria or animals are. And I'm just thinking about how like, how he like wrote about evolution of evolution, and how we are seeing that now in like, in like hackathons, which is like what I've been doing, and like seeing all this innovation, and so like being a creator, like creating tools, and tools being things that create us. So we are like creating ourselves, and this is like what really gets me, and this is like what we are about as humans, is like, so what I'm discovering is like ability to articulate what I'm about. Like, so when on my website I write, what I do is I build things to make the world better. That's semi-true, but it's not very precise. So it's true in a sense that like it makes the world better by like, I mean, metaphysically we cannot just make the world better, because the world is the way it is, and we cannot, we are the world. Like, we are an extension of the universe. We are the universe looking at itself. But what we do, the universe works through us by like creating, by creating evolution, by creating new diversity, new, like he describes like the energy of a chip, computer chip, having more energy per like second than the sun, because the sun exists on a longer timeline, and um, how we are a continuation of this universal process of going from things that are similar to more diverse and more complex, where we are creating more complexity, more options, more diversity. And so we, through creating like technology tools, like apps, we are creating more life. We are continuation of the evolution. And so it is like this creative process, which is what it means to be alive, what it means to be human, is continuing this process. So that is what I'm about. Like, I am continuing this process, and it's like, and other thinkers think about it in a different way. It's like, oh, it's love, your expression of your love for the world, or um, or they just they put it in different ways, but essentially that is a description of what human ingenuity and inventiveness and progress is, uh, and and what is decentralization of us being more resilient as a species. And he talks about like, essentially he describes Web3 back in 2006, before even Bitcoin was invented, by like describing the one global machine, how it is the internet, and all of the devices are like portals to this internet, and how it's described as a single entity, as a computer. It's the most perfect machine, as it has zero downtime, and how he described, essentially described NFTs, and described the global blockchain, the global state machine of Ethereum, um, right there as and he even came up with the name Web 3.0, which it's like, that's what it is. It's brilliant. So he's like he was one of the early adopters of this term. And all right, so basically where I'm at now, maybe I spent the last 5 hours just like browsing, researching, and now I need to do more building, like, and so now I'm thinking, so I'm looking at like to-do list, and there's a lot, but like it's Saturday, so it's like just, and it's like it's a small window of like free time.